about what to talk about, I have nothing to say. Literally. Dude.
Roll. All right, Jess, roll the intro.
No. No intro to be had.
Bring in the intro.
Jess,
Nothing.
Do you even know how we start the show?
No. I can't say.
Start the show, Jess.
Dude, welcome, motherfuckers, and, dude, I really can't do this. I don't know.
Come on, you know how we start the show, dude.
No.
Start it off.
No, I don't know how to do it.
Start the show, dude.
No, I don't do it.
All right, Chris, you start the show.
No, I don't do it. I thought you were doing it every time now.
No, you start the show this time.
How do you do it? Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Everyday Hustle Show.
Yo, you're blowing out your levels, dude.
Okay. Ready? Tell me. Snap. Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Everyday Hustle Show, where we are figuring it out as we go. Tonight...
Wrong.
What is it? What was it? Where we figured...
Welcome, everyone, to another edition of the Everyday Hustle Show, where we're figuring it out together over time.
Oh. All right, reboot. Figuring it out.
I'm signaling Jesse to put his phone away. Put your phone away.
Oh,
All right, this is a phone-free
shut
zone.
down. Oh,
All right, so tonight's Wednesday night. Recording an episode early
Yep.
because Christian is...
Out of town.
Where are you going?
Going to my cousin's wedding in California.
Don't lie, dude.
Dude.
Your cousin's getting married in Cali and nobody got an invite?
No
That's
way.
not where
Dude,
you're
no
going.
way.
That's not where you're going.
Shit's about to get real live down there.
Yo, what is it? Is it like a traditional Mexican wedding?
Oh, yeah.
What's that like?
This is probably
Is
actually...
there going to be a mariachi band?
No mariachi band, but there will be a band, and this is probably going to be my cousin, like, Susie. Shout out to Susie. She is, like, over the top when it comes to, like, her events. So she's going old school with it. She's going to have literally every single cousin of hers. Usually, as you know, you've been married. In a wedding, you'll have your best man and your groomsmen, and then, like, I'm assuming it's, like, matching bridesmaids, right? So you have the equal amount of numbers?
Some do, some don't.
Okay, well, she's having literally...
Yeah, traditionally, it's equal on both sides because
Right.
when you walk down the aisle...
You want it to be symmetrical.
Yeah. Jesse, you've been married, right?
Yeah, a few times.
So
No.
she's having literally... I think the count was like 20-something groups, not people. 20-something groups, so that's 40-something people. So it's
Wow.
it's going to get real...
What area of
insane.
California?
Los Angeles. Los Angeles,
A
yeah.
lot of brown people out there.
A lot of brown people.
A lot of
My
browns.
people. La raza.
All right. And I'll be out of town.
Yeah, where you going?
I'm going on my honeymoon.
I didn't even know that...
You know what I'm saying?
I thought you guys already
Shout out
had
to
it.
Jenny.
Yeah,
Yo,
that's like
shout out.
news. That's news.
Jamaica?
Yeah, we're going to Jamaica, man.
Why haven't I heard about this?
Did I tell you guys?
No, I feel
Oh.
like I haven't heard about it.
I'm going to Jamaica on Friday. Yeah.
All right. well.
Roasting some green herbs out there.
after,
Devil's lettuce?
after last week's episode. Yo, for anyone who hasn't heard our episode last week, it was literally all about recovery and addiction. So
And substance abuse.
And substance
Jesse's
abuse.
over here making jokes about quote-unquote green herbs.
I like it. Yo,
Oh,
so
yeah.
Jamaica. So how long? Just
Just
the
till
weekend?
Monday.
I always
Okay.
question. My mom always goes to Jamaica, but I always question, like, I guess it's like a beachy thing. But
Well, yeah,
I was like,
they
why would you
have-
go there if you're not smoking weed? But it's a cool place. It's a great.
Well, they
place.
have what? It's like Mexico, where like Cozumel, they have like American owned, right, or something like that, or is it not like that?
Is it a resorty type?
Yeah, I mean, kind of. We're not staying at a resort. We're staying at more of like a boutique place. But,
Okay.
But it's on the eastern coast, and it's basically the hotel and everything is embedded in these rock coasts.
Oh,
So
okay.
basically, it's like a hotel
Yeah.
on a rock ledge that like overlooks the
Damn,
water.
pretty penny.
It'd be awesome.
No, not really. It's pretty cheap actually.
You'll have a great time,
I'll
dude.
tell you what. I'll tell you right now. I'm gonna make a sick video.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
So, my first travel video. 'Cause
Yo,
never had my camera on.
I just seen my supervisor actually put me on to this this camera, and it's a Panasonic something. But it's like $300 on Amazon, and I just got approved for a credit card.
Oh, here he goes.
Kelly, if you're listening, please don't be mad.
Shout out to Cal.
Yo,
Watch yourself, dude.
It's like
Watch
60
yourself,
Zoom.
dude.
It's like 60 Zoom for $300. Panasonic Z. What is it? You're looking it up?
Yeah, let's see.
What is it? I can't remember what it's.
FZ80.
Yeah.
Yeah, 60 zoom camera.
Dude,
That's some good reviews. Yeah.
it's not bad. He showed me a video, and that's just legit.
Yeah.
And then Frank's over here. He just got in from the gym.
He's,
Over here flexing.
he's slitting wrists.
Oh, it's okay.
It's all good, bro. Yeah,
Frank,
so that's
the
that's
tank.
what I'm playing.
Oh yeah, you were trying to buy a camera like months ago, but you never.
Yeah, I tried going to
You bought
Walmart.
one and then
route.
returned it.
Yeah.
You never peed the tea, dude.
Well, dude, the one from Walmart was like, it was garbage. Yeah, it was the. But I did.
Well,
I
that
told
was like
you,
$140.
yeah,
This is like
yeah.
double the cost. So
It was like
you get
100,
what you
yeah.
pay for it, and cheap is expensive. You just
Yeah.
remember that. So Jesse, where are you going this weekend? You going away?
No, locally it's Helene's birthday Sunday.
Wait,
actually.
what?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Damn.
So what do y'all got planned?
We got some dinner, and she actually got kind of screwed over her birthday. Her bosses went away, so she's got to sleep there every night, all the way up until her birthday. So some daytime activities,
Nice.
but that's
Shout out to Helena.
it. Happy friggin' birthday!
Yeah, by the time this comes out, it'll be her birthday. So happy birthday.
Yeah, touche.
Excellent.
All right. Well, tonight we're just gonna keep it short and sweet, and maybe who knows? I mean, anything could happen at this point, you know. So no guest tonight.
No guess.
I just wanted to get the guys together so that way we didn't miss an episode with everyone traveling. So just kind of wanted each person to come up with a topic, and we would kind of just spin off that topic from there. Just figure out what was going on in each other's lives. So Christian, I know you said you got something that's about to change the game.
Change
So why
the
don't
game.
you just set it off, dude?
Nah, I hyped it up way too much. Now, my question for real though, it's a 2-part question, right?
2 parts.
Get ready for this. Hold on to your seats. One is, what are you most afraid of? And the second part is, what are you?
Wait.
Okay. You want to start with the first?
Hold on.
They're together, but okay, we can start with the first one.
They're together?
Yeah, they're together.
Okay, but I feel like the first one is good.
It's good. It's a good question. Yeah.
What are you most afraid of? All right, Jesse, you set it off.
Nothing.
Here we go with this.
Nothing. He's afraid of
Nothing scares me, dude. No, I don't know. I mean,
It's a heavy question. It's a heavy question.
it's all kinds of little shit, but there's not like one thing that I'm like terrified of.
I mean, it's got to be
Being-
something in
being
your life.
broke.
Like currently.
Okay. Yeah. Currently.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if so, I got a lot of shit riding on my current job, and the company has a tendency to like they fired. We figured it out last week. 13 people in the last 2 years in the county, and there's only like 20 management people around.
So getting fired.
So, yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm doing good, but there's, like, little technicalities and stuff that could happen that wouldn't necessarily be my fault, but if you don't handle situations the proper way, like, you could
Yeah.
lose your job. And now I'm, like, I'm trying to get rid of my car, so the only thing I have is a company vehicle, and...
Oh, so if you lose that,
Right.
Yeah.
So if I lose that, it could financially put me in a really shitty situation, and it could put, like, a bunch of fears together
Yeah.
in one fucking scenario, But I mean, I've just been staying on top of my shit. I mean, I don't want to end up in a bad financial situation. I don't want to end up without a fucking car or
Yeah.
not being able to I mean, this job is like everything right now. It's provided me with the ability to do things I want to do and work towards getting the things I want to get and being where I want to be in life. And if that fucking goes, on the other side though, I'm confident that I could get a job quickly, at least in the same field, because on the other side of that,
You're good at what you
every one of those well, every one of those 13 people who wanted to go somewhere else most of them have gone to the same company and have gotten hired like within a
Titan
month.
America.
No, Mashmeyer. So Mashmeyer hires the scraps
You're
from
right.
Cemex. So yeah, I mean it's not like the biggest deal, but
That's probably one of your biggest fears, right?
I just
Dude,
think
I'm a
about
Super
it, you
Mix
know?
kind of guy myself.
yeah,
now.
no, Supermix is shit, dude.
Super
I'm,
Mix.
yeah.
Supermix is
I mean,
shit.
when I need it done, I call Supermix.
Yeah,
you know,
you need that
Touche,
good.
touche.
I feel like no matter what job you have, no matter where you work, there's never really like a full-on security.
Right.
You know, kind of unless you really kind
Yeah,
of
I love
own your
that.
own business and you
Yeah.
make your own.
But even with that,
But with
there's
that,
still
you're-
no security with
And
that.
not only that, like I was thinking, honestly, I was thinking
Never
about
security.
that like recently. I was like, you know, the upside to that is obviously the freedom to like make your own choices and run the business you want to do, make decisions that could ultimately like shape or change the company and the way things are like done and handled. But you still take a lot more risk in that like the business could fail, you could fucking lose everything, you could be stuck into some type of agreement where whether or not it fails you're fucking responsible
Oh,
for
yeah.
a lease, or
Yep.
there's all kinds of different factors and risks that come along with that you don't necessarily deal
think
with
there's-
when you're working for a big company. But then at the same time, when you're working for a big company, you're like kind of expendable and everyone's replaceable. You know what I mean? Unless you're like consistently
Yeah.
bringing something to the table and like being somebody people look at and are like, oh shit, this fucking guy we need on our side. Like, it's like on one hand, like working for like a company is kind of like a less risk situation,
Right.
but there's not necessarily less risk involved. Well, there is kind of than being a business owner.
I think
Yeah.
there's more risk with that, but
More risk
It
with what?
depends.
with owning your own business.
It's like one of those things where you could start a pros and cons thing. Obviously,
Yeah.
there's
And
a lot of
when you're an
pros to
employee,
it.
you're investing more time in the other.
Yeah.
In
It also depends like what we're talking about. Are we talking about like starting a company from scratch, or like going into a family business and being your own boss with a company that's already somewhat established?
right.
You know, there's like different. It's a huge spectrum.
all right.
Yeah.
So I mean,
What's yours, Drew?
um,
Give me your fear.
um.
It can be a current one. It can be
No,
one like
I already had
over.
it. I already had it. I thought about it. I should have. I'm always writing stuff down.
I ruined you.
I should have wrote it
I
down.
talked too long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jesse.
Jesse.
Jesse talked over talked.
Fucking
I'll buzz
crazy,
off.
right?
So it could be current. It could be down the road, like overall fear. It could be
What are you most afraid of, dude? Friggin' letting Jen
You go.
Jen
Well,
down.
I try to figure it out.
well, probably one of my
Could you
current
stop cleaning your throat, please?
current
buzz
biggest
off your
fears
throat.
is I mean, okay, so logically I would say it the same, losing my job. Logically I would say losing my job. I don't have as much tied into it as Jesse does, but not losing my job, getting fired, so failing at my job. So at my current job, I'm a hand. I work under a mechanic, and so, if I get fired, it's because I'm not good at what I do. So that probably would be one of my current biggest fears. But
Yeah, like you might not have as much riding in it, but you're like working towards
Right.
something you want to do in a business or a field you want to establish yourself in. So, oh god, I can't do this right now.
Frank's over
You
here
guys,
trying to
just so
trying
everyone
to
knows,
dip in there.
everyone's flexing muscles, and I completely lost train of thought. Christian buzz off.
No, but it's okay. So it's basically that's what it is, and it's more of a shot to like my ego than anything else. But I think I was gonna mention too when Jesse was talking. Like I think a lot of it is just me being my own worst like enemy or worst critic.
Well, yeah, you can't put like that much time into anything without wanting some sort of like assurance that what you're doing is like worth something and that
Right.
what you're making progress towards like your ultimate goal. You know?
And I personally like the risk, man. Like I love like the idea of not being like there's no guarantee that I'm gonna succeed at what I'm doing right now, and I love that. it's exciting.
I mean, I'm sitting here racking my brain trying to think of something, and I think it's cool that
Overthinking.
when we get put on the spot. Yeah, overthinking. But
Yeah.
but I'll tell you what I think about when I hear that question or
Mhm.
when I hear that word, because that's what's coming to my mind the most, right? And I'm definitely relating to what you guys are talking about. You know, in a sense that, you know, like I've gotten laid off from the
Right.
job, so like I know what that's like. But what I think about the most is I think about when you're living in fear, you're kind of living in the future, right?
Right.
You're living in a state of mind that you're projecting
Right.
out into the future. So really, what I try to do to not live in fear is just be present in the moment.
Right.
Think about what I can do for today. I have 24 hours to fucking crush it.
Mm.
Do everything that I can, you know, to ensure that I just have one good day at a time, and it kind of compiles into you know weeks and months and years. And you know, really where I'm at right now, you know, working this part-time job with my blue collar brothers, you know, which is making me extremely happy. And then I have, you know, my other side projects that I'm working on, you know, still working on the juice bar, and, you know, still doing a little bit of stuff with the design company, not much, which kind of sucks, but it's still there, so I can still, you know, do it and practice and get better. But you know, I'm just in a place right now where, you know, I'm not really afraid of too much. I kind of just try to get through one day at a time.
Well, that just answered the second part of the question, which was going to be what are if it is kind of like causing anxiety or whatever, what are you doing to essentially not live in that
Cope
fear?
with it, how you cope with it.
So
yeah, dude, those are awesome questions, and you know that we could talk about that for
Right.
probably hours, you know.
well, I think you pretty much wrapped it up, but Jesse, what do you
well, yeah, like it kind of plays off what Drew said, but I mean, I'm not sitting there thinking all day like, fuck, man, I'm gonna get
Right.
fucking fired, like.
Right.
But the thought is in the back of my head. I'm like, I want to, you know, tell myself at least that this is like a real possibility, and to be very careful, like in what I'm doing at work.
Right.
But it's kind of more or less to like make sure mentally that like I don't like get comfortable and fucking put myself in a position where something like that could happen. So what am I doing is like, you know, I'm trying to be the guy that, you know, people are like, holy fuck, you know, like this dude is fucking actually, you know, we thought, you know, maybe he could do this, and in a month's time, like, he's fucking doing it. And
Right.
so far, it's like really fucking working out good. I mean, part of this, a lot of the stuff going on there has like been stressing me out a little bit, because a lot of it's like new to me, and at the end of the month especially, there's a lot of shit you got to go through. And I remember like over the weekend, I was like kept telling myself to like get my computer out and like knock some shit out, and I was like, dude, I just
Not
can't.
happening.
And then I was stressed out, and going into Tuesday, and between yesterday and Wednesday, like a bunch of good things happened, even to the point where, you know, like I had a meeting and with like my boss's boss, and I got a call after that saying like that I surprised the hell out of that guy, and he thought that I like somebody spent like hours with me prepping me for that, and really I just walked in there and like went over it without really any
Right.
prep, and they were like, so everything's going good, but I'm working hard to like.
I feel like a lot of that just ties into like with what we work on, you know, together, you know, as a group, and it's just like being a good person in
Right.
general, right?
Yeah.
So like, and like that's why I don't like live in the fear, and that's why I don't like live in anxiety and depression and those negative mindsets, because I practice those things that help me stay positive. But what helps me do that is like practicing those things, like practicing those like traits of being a good person. Like, are you being honest? Are you being truthful? You know, like are you being honest to yourself first, and then your employees and your coworkers and whoever else, your boss? Like, are you telling the fucking truth? If you're telling the truth, you probably feel good about yourself.
Right.
You know, do you conduct yourself with respect? You know, do you have dignity? You know, like, or do you talk down on people?
Right.
Like, you know, all that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like if you do all that stuff well, you know, as a person, you know, on a personal level with the people that you work with, or your boss or anyone, you're just gonna get further
Right.
ahead.
Yeah.
It's just the bottom line. Like if people know you're a fucking piece of shit,
Right.
and they know you're a liar, and they know that you manipulate, and they know that you talk behind people's back, and they badmouth and this and that, at the fucking water cooler, or whatever the fuck you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get anywhere.
Right,
You're a
right,
fucking
right.
piece of shit.
Right.
You know, so it all kind of ties in. Like if you're a bad person and you live in a negative mindset, you're gonna be afraid of everything.
Right.
You're gonna fucking fail.
Yeah.
You're gonna fuck up. Remain positive attitude.
Yeah.
Treat people with respect. Do good at your work, and good shit happens.
Yep. I agree.
Dude, actually, that, like, not that I've been, I mean, maybe in the past have been kind of a shitty person, but not so much now. It's just like, you know, in my personal life at least, there's like all kinds of things, you know, even some from what shit we've talked about over the last couple months that like shit I want to do, or like, and I just completely suck at like executing like goals. Not necessarily, yeah, I suck at executing goals and like being the person I want to be like in my personal life. Not that I'm like not happy. I've been like happy and fucking things are going great, but the whole situation at work is like, at least it's giving me a better chance to be like a better person through work.
Yeah.
I just wish like I could figure out how to like transfer that
Bring it
into
home.
the yeah.
Yeah.
Because like once I leave there, it's not that I like leave that person there, but like I just kind of like skate through my personal life. You know, not that I'm doing anything like that could like hurt my situation or
Right.
fucking anything really bad. It's just I'm not going above
Putting
and
as
beyond.
much effort. Yeah.
Like at work, I'm going like above and beyond to like accomplish what I want to accomplish, and it's going fucking great. But I was just thinking about that the other day. I'm like, it doesn't really like as soon as I leave work, it's just kind of like, what do I absolutely have to do?
Right. Right.
And that's what I do, and that's kind of it.
Yeah.
And I said that in a text through Drew tonight, and after I texted it, I was like, that is like 100% accurate. Like weekday nights, you know, like I run at like 23% Jess, and then like Saturday,
Yeah.
you know, or weekends when I'm off work, it's like maybe 85% Jess, but never 100%.
Never
Jess.
100%.
Are you 100% at work?
110% Jess at work. I'm not even kidding, and
I
that's
would
what.
love to get in there for a day and just check it out. You know,
Just
So I'm
see what
telling you,
100%
like,
is.
I'm like
I
a.
want to see you.
I've been, especially
I
in
wanna
the
see you
last
shine,
couple
brother.
months, like I've been like a completely different person, and that's why I think like it's going so well. Because when I first started there, I worked on like Southern, like I was fucking late all the fucking time. I didn't give a shit. I wanted to do as little as I could, and now they're like, you're a fucking different fucking person, you know?
Why can't you bring it home?
I don't know, dude. That's what I was thinking about, you know?
Well, at least you know it's possible that there is
If we
100%.
paid
Well, that's
you
why
to,
I
like-
kind of.
If we paid you to like be our friends and shit, would you do
Yeah,
better at
dude.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
think
offer
so.
you raises and
You know?
shit.
But I think that's like this job, not only because it's a job and it's like providing a fucking living, but it's been like good for me as far as character building, you
Yeah.
know?
Of course.
Yeah.
But I'm just still, I'm
Most
at that
jobs are.
point.
And if they're not like
Yeah, if it's
okay,
not
so there's
helping
you know
you.
that's like a career-based job,
Right.
You know, where you can grow yourself, grow in the company. It's not like the fucking girl at
Yeah.
the taco spot tonight where
Right.
I ordered 3 tacos and I got 2. and
She's
it's like she
fucking
don't give a
turning
fuck
around
because
spitting
Right.
in your
she
fucking
made
elotes.
fucking $9 an hour.
Yeah.
You know, same thing when I worked at the fucking pizza shop and someone's
Yeah.
complaining, fuck you. You know, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You know, but you can't do that now.
Right.
That time, that road is that ship's been sailed.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's got to be different now.
Gotta
Yeah,
change.
it's weird how shit changes, you know?
I wanted to ask you guys, how do you maintain like in your, I don't know, you guys don't really do, maybe you do, maybe I'm just being, you know, prejudgy, but like creativity, right?
Mhm.
Creativity and the mind. I know you play guitar, you know,
Sort
you're
of.
a musician. Like you know, you guys get creative. But
Yeah.
Like, what do you do to maintain it? You know, like creativity and things of that nature. And if you don't do it, but you enjoy to do it, like why is it that we don't do more of those things? You know,
That's a good question.
like I know that you love, like Jesse loves to play guitar, dude. We used to be. Were we in a band together?
I just, no,
We just
never
jammed.
Actually,
really.
no,
jammed.
no, 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 no.
We
Look,
jammed.
look. For anyone listening, me, Jess, and Andrew actually started a band for
No,
like
we played
yes,
one
for
time.
for like two
Dude,
practices.
we wrote a song.
We wrote one song,
we
and
did.
it was, I'm pretty sure, a direct rip from Metallica. So
Yeah, could
Enter
be.
the Sandman.
Dude, that song is so fire.
It was good.
But that's honestly, I think about
Maybe
that a
that
lot,
would
man.
help you be a better person outside.
I think it
of
would,
work.
and I've like everything we're talking about tonight. The only reason I'm actually talking is because it's all been like in my head lately. Not like I'm just like, I really don't understand what happened there because like no, like with the
I'm sure other people can relate.
with the
to that.
music thing, like, cause it's been like a weird fucking like course of events with that. Like I took lessons from when I was like really young all the way to college, and then I went to college initially for like classical guitar, and then I kind of thought, well, what the fuck am I gonna do with a major in playing guitar? Like I can't make a living, and that's when like I switched to recording because it was similar in audio, and I still enjoyed it, but that was the whole. I've been over that, but I always like played, whether or not like in a band, like I'd play by myself all the fucking time. Like at one point it was like 6 hours a day, like even in school full time, like, and like it's always been a thing where, like I had it in me, and then I don't know exactly like whether it was through addiction or whatever, but like I played a little less and a little less, and then like when I'd pick up to play, like there'd be like these mental like blocks, and I like didn't feel as proficient as I did before, and it would like get in my head, and it fucked with me for a while, and then eventually like I kind of just stopped, and now like since I've lived down here, like I'll never really have it in me to like get rid of the stuff, because like a part of me is like wishes like like I know what that did for me once, and it was like I could get lost in it, and it was like great, like whatever was going on, whether it was like with a relationship or I fucking was in a shitty life situation, or just wanted to get out of my own headspace, like I could go there and like time would like just stop, and then all of a sudden I'd be like, shit, it's fucking 3 a.m. But I don't know, like I lost that.
Hey Siri.
I lost
You don't have Hey
that.
Siri turned on?
I don't think so.
You probably have to hold it.
All right, here's what I think you should do, and I'm not trying to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I think you should. I was trying to get in your phone because I want to set a reminder. I
Ooh.
think you should set a reminder for. I would do it every day, right? Set a reminder, 7 days a week,
Jam out.
8 p.m. Reminder or alarm. Do a reminder because the alarm's different. A reminder, play 5 minutes of guitar. You know what? And I'm the same way because I don't play the drums anymore. I'm staring at the freaking drum set every time I walk in here to where we record and where I have my computer and everything. But I would just play along to other shit.
Yeah.
Put a song on and just play along. But for me, it's like the photo, video stuff,
Yeah.
right? So like, I did a video maybe. I don't know. Last time we recorded the podcast here was probably the last video.
Yeah.
Which was
Kelly.
which is probably about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I haven't done one since. It's like I got time to do it, and that's the kind of stuff that makes me happy. But
But you're creating like every day, anyways, right? Like
I mean,
just about.
eh,
Not really.
no, nah, dude. I only work part time. Well, it's not really part time. It's like I guess
A
it's
little more.
Full time, 3 days a week. Or
Just
something?
under full time.
It's 8 hours times 3. Yeah, 24 hours a week.
Okay.
But it's so weird. I feel like my days are just so full.
Yeah.
But
Well, 32, you can qualify for insurance. Just keep that in mind.
What?
Yeah,
Oh, if you work a couple more.
I think 32 hours. I think.
yeah, no.
No, that's a
they
good
don't-
question, man. Creativity, I think, is huge, man. That's from me is a huge thing in my personal life. Like, when I had LGM or if it wasn't LGM.
Yeah, what's
it
up
was-
with La Frontera?
Oh, I like
La
the way you said
Frontera.
that. It's that's
La
Can I get a
Abuela.
shirt?
yeah. Once,
Abuela.
Can I
once
get a
we
hat?
out, once we get it out, yeah. But so we're doing drop shipping, so we're not gonna have any product on us.
Yeah, can I get one?
Ever.
Can
yeah,
I
if you,
order
go,
one?
if you go online, yeah.
It's already live?
Not yet. No,
Here we go,
it's
dude.
gonna
You started
be.
this project 6 months ago,
freaking
dude.
good.
Yeah, and we're
Yes,
working
dude.
very, very meticulous on how to do this. It's not just like here's a shirt, here's
It's not your
a-
average t-shirt company.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's like one of a kind, but we both have had clothing brands in the past.
Tell me about the
and
shirt you have on right now, because I noticed it's got something to do with what you're talking about.
To a
and
certain
you got
extent,
really,
yeah.
really mad when I almost got cleaner on it.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Well, this is shout out to his handle is WRISPERARTE.
Who's gonna what?
Well, you can rewind that to catch it. But anyways,
What is it?
Risper Arte. So
Risparate.
yeah, so
Disparate.
so this dude from California, he's an artist. You know, I've been following him for a while, and he's a part of this thing at Los Angeles Harbor College, and it's essentially for Mexican Americans, and they basically meet up. They're like a council meeting, and they meet up to discuss immigration policy and stuff like that. So, what our clothing brand is, it's not necessarily to do with like policies in general, but what we're doing is essentially every single drop we're gonna release a drop we don't have it planned out, but every time we release a drop, it's gonna have 5 or 6 items, and they're all gonna be focused on one individual. So our first one's gonna be Emiliano Zapata, and that's like an important person in Mexican history. So essentially what we
What's
wanted
his
to do, Emiliano Zapata.
Emiliano Zapata.
Yeah.
Jesse, say that.
Emiliano Zapata.
Ooh, Jesse
I've been
sounds
dating
nice.
that fucking- I've been dating that Spanish chick, man.
Jesse's dating a Spanish woman now.
She
Shout out
teaches
to
me a
Elena.
word a day, actually.
Does she listen to the show?
Probably not.
I'm gonna have to have
Kelly,
a talk,
yeah,
talk
Kelly,
with her.
Kelly doesn't really listen that much.
Probably
either.
not. She's a busy girl.
Yeah.
She works 6 days a week.
So the general, what I was getting at was, creativity, man, is huge for me. Even when we did the website for this podcast, like I literally I love being able to take part in something that's creative, anything.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's huge. It's huge.
All right, so we all need to. I need to make more videos. Jesse
Yep.
needs to practice his guitar. Christian needs to sell us some T-shirts.
Yeah.
Um,
sir.
And Jesse, what was your topic of the
Dude,
evening?
that's my topic is like that I don't know why when I try to get creative, even this ties into your shit. I have no topic, but this is kind of the point. Like even when I'm trying to play guitar, I got the mental block on. When I try to like, you're like, hey, come up with a topic, I sit there and just stare at the wall and like, I got nothing.
Maybe you need
dude.
to get on a daily
Nothing in
regimen
me.
of Alpha Brain, dude.
Ooh.
You know,
Try.
I
cycle
like
back
it.
on it.
I like the Alpha Brain. Shout out to On It.
On it.
Yep. If anyone
Whether
wants
it's-
to, this podcast is not brought to you by On It, but
We
if anyone
wish.
wants us to discuss some nootropics, let us know.
And if anyone knows anyone from On It, let us know. We'd love to reach
Yeah,
out
anyone
to
knows Aubrey Marcus or Joe Rogan.
or Joe Rogan. Yeah. Well,
But it's a good thing though. I don't know if it's placebo or not, but I have felt effects every time I've taken it. But I think that honestly would.
Yeah, if
help.
anyone doesn't know what we're talking about, it's a herbal supplement, a blend of supplements, kind of like a multivitamin, but it's supposed to help with memory and focus, just clarity and decision making, things like that. So
Yeah.
I've been taking it for like a week now. Yeah, I mean sometimes I feel it, sometimes I definitely feel it, sometimes I think that I don't feel it. I mean, who knows?
yeah, who
Yeah.
knows? It could literally
That's
be
what
like,
I mean. Like
It's
I've
like $1 a day. It's like a cup of coffee.
I've had the same experience, but I mean, ultimately, it's even supposed to do something where you could take it once a day or possibly even at night, and if you take it before sleep, it could like help induce like lucid dreaming or and I like when I sleep, it's just like I'm pretty sure that like I have dreams. It's just as soon as I wake up, like
Yeah.
the slate's wiped clean and I can't remember
Yeah.
a fucking thing.
I'm gonna go.
But
ahead
when
and
I take
stick-
that before bed, like I have these crazy fucking dreams. I wake up, I can write it all down
What
into
the-
a novel, and it's weird because it's the only time in my life like I can ever remember.
I'm gonna stick to coffee.
Touche.
Yeah,
but,
to each their own, whatever,
you know.
So you get frustrated when you
I get
you have that
frustrated.
creative block that
Yeah, and that's part of the reason why now I don't even like go to like the guitar, because it's like something that like I was once like really good at, and now it's like I just sit there and I like.
Bro, you
know
don't
what
have to be a
fucking do.
professional to just enjoy it.
Yeah, but I don't know.
You're probably like really into, you know, like you said, 100%, 110% of your job. So just like anything else, balance. You put more effort into one thing, you're gonna lose effort in other
Oh, yeah.
aspects. You know, so that's, I don't know. That'd be my guess.
That's my
swing.
23% nights. You know.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting, and I think that you need to bring 110% Jesse home. You got to bring 100%
At least once,
Jesse
just to
to
see.
a podcast.
Yeah.
You got to bring 100% Jesse, 110% Jesse to your relationship.
Yep.
To your family,
Yep.
to your friends. You got to
Yeah.
bring them everywhere, dude. You got to figure it out,
Figure it out.
dude.
The relationship
Figure it
gets
out over time, bro.
gets a bigger percentage than 23%, but no, I agree, and I've been it's been on my mind, you know.
Well,
It's
at
been
least
on
you
my
know
mind.
there is 110% Jess. At
Oh,
least
there
you,
is,
At least you
there
know
is.
he's there.
There is,
Some people don't know that.
but
So
you know, I know I can do better, and that's been the biggest thing over the last year or even 2 years. Like all that stuff's been more like I never really cared much, but now it's like whether I like am doing much about it, I'm always thinking about it, and I guess that's the step before you take action, is you're at least fucking aware
yeah,
of where you need
step one,
improvement, you know.
Awareness. Yep.
awareness and then action.
Yep.
Get
Yeah.
to it.
All right, guys. So that's gonna wrap up our show.
Yep.
This is the 23rd recorded episode. Thank you all for listening to the Everyday Hustle Show. We appreciate every single download, listen, share, comment, like, rating, everything that you guys have done for us this far. And we'll talk to you next week.